Welcome back to the Schmitter's 100 Acre Woods. So today's just going to be a quick video of getting some firewood inside. It's been really cold the last few days, so I'm going to take the otter out, go get some firewood, and get it inside so I'm ready for the coming week. Here lately we've had some really cold temperatures, single digits down into the negative for the wind chill, so the feels like temperature has been well below freezing and well below zero. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video of getting some firewood inside, may talk through that a little bit, and just kind of getting stuff stocked back up. So today I used up about what we had left, so I'm going to get the otter going so we keep it inside here. So gonna get it going, get it pulled out, and we'll go over to the woodshed, get that loaded up, and get restocked here for what we keep inside so that we can keep feeding the wood furnace through these cold days. Working on the top pile now, so typically have like all the scrap pieces, so be getting those first. So they're typically kind of weird sizes until we get down into the meat of the pile, but always put the kind of weird pieces that don't split up very well up there, so I'll have those for the first bit. So here I don't really have an exact number that we're looking for. Typically just kind of fill up the back of the otter pretty decently, and that typically gets about a week's worth of wood. So you can kind of see what that then equates to with the amount that's gone there from the pile whenever I'm done. On here really handy. I can look in that corner, and then I just feel for being up against the concrete. I know I'm pretty close, so went kind of heavy on this piece here, just because I know the pieces back there are kind of the odd shaped ones, from being that stop piece, which is where we always kind of put the unusual shaped pieces that split out. So I'll get the normal pieces put down. I think I've mentioned this in other videos, but this typically gets us about a week. Of course, depending on temperature and everything, but kind of on a standard, I'd say it's about a week. Here lately, we've had the sub-zero temperatures, so we've been going through a lot more wood just to keep a base temperature. I think today is the first day where it was, you know, not super cold out. You know, I think it's still going to be below freezing, but it's at least above zero, and doesn't hurt as soon as you step outside. Look, this is a pretty good mix of some locust, some cherry, maybe a little bit of maple in here. So, like for this woodshed in particular, we don't really sort by anything except for date. So, stuff that's of a similar age, we try to group together, just so that whenever we go to, you know, bring stuff inside like this, we know that it's been dried out. So, like if you've been listening to the pieces of wood that I've been, you know, putting down, they definitely have that, you know, baseball bat, nice, you know, dry sound instead of being kind of that thud that you know, wet wood makes. So this stuff should be about 2, if not 3 years drying. So right now I have a pretty good system and amount of firewood that we can rotate stuff through, and keep stuff, you know, dry. Just a lot easier on the chimney having dry wood, a lot easier to get going, stuff like that. So whenever we first kind of were burning wood here, so, you know, 30 years ago or whatever, it was more on a winter by winter basis, and was basically splitting what we could for that winter, and you know, trying to cut stuff down that was dead, and pseudo dried out just because we weren't getting aged wood. Whereas now, you know, it's just kind of part of my process of going through and keeping stuff cleaned up as I try to split wood. So like as soon as we get that bay cleaned out, because, you know, we've gone through and we have you know, a half of it burned up now and starting that third row. Once we get it emptied out, I'll start splitting more and putting it in there, and it'll just go back into the rotation to where in, you know, 3-ish years we'll burn that wood. It's all good wood, just kind of goofy to stack. So like some of the stuff like this that's not going to stack, I just put it on the floor so that we can pick it up at some point and toss it in the burner. I just found that the auto works the best. It gets about the amount that we need in one trip. It's light on the ground, you know, it's I don't know, probably 3,000, maybe 4,000 pounds. So even whenever it's a little wet, if it's not completely frozen, you'll get, you can get over there without making big ruts or anything. So that part's nice. And then it just maneuvers between everything we have going a little bit better as well. At the property, with how it's going to be set up, we're gonna have the outdoor burner, so you know, have stuff that we'll throw in it, and then like we'll probably still do like seasoned wood and have an indoor burner very similar to what we have. It will just be like in the back corner, and we'll probably have a door right there where we can put a tote right at the back door, and then have a small rack where we bring some wood inside. A little leery of bringing like a whole tote in and just putting it inside, because mice and snakes and different stuff that live in the totes, bugs and stuff, as you have it inside and it thaws out, they're all gonna just be in the house. So if you leave that outside and then kind of do like we've done here, where you know you're picking through and any mice nests stay out, and then you know, you're kind of beating this off and you can see all the crumbs and stuff we have in here, so you kind of clean it up. Now with that said, still have quite a bit here even though I swept it. So what I do is I'll just pull this forward, kind of finish sweeping up, get the garage door closed, and put my my shims back in, and then get this back inside. But I will go and dump out the stuff first and get it cleaned up, so I'll work on that next. That's all mostly crumbs, so I'll just sweep it out. This stuff I'll put in here and I'll dump it. Basically just getting stuff out from under where the seal is, so you don't ruin that seal with a rock or anything. That's basically all I'm really trying to do here, just sweeping, keep that seal good. So get that closed, make sure I don't have anything to lift. We have like a string going over here for like a clothesline, but it doesn't affect the up and down. So once it's down and seated, go through and put my shims back in, just to help our draft issues to these doors, because even with them seated correctly, you still get a little bit of a draft. So that's all there really is to getting firewood in. You know, just using the ladder, getting over there, filling up the back to about where we built the additional piece, and getting it in. You can see kind of what we got in, so about up, like I said. Have some of the goofy pieces in there, but the temperatures coming up aren't supposed to be near as cold, so this should last us about a week. And then I'll do it again next week and kind of keep the cycle going until around here it's typically about March. Continue to have a fire, or at least some kind of fire. I'll have the video come out, or probably will have come out, about the wood furnace, so you can kind of go watch that one. I talk about the wood furnace and our gas furnace and kind of how we do that, and then just kind of getting a fire going, and how often I feed it, and kind of a day in the life of type of scenario. So so you can go watch that, kind of get an idea of, you know, what it's like having it and everything. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.